That was Fantômas, a track from the new album, The Director's Cut, called Cape Fear. And if you can hear somebody just across the desk from me, actually you can see him if you have a look at the webcam, www.bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. You'll see Mike Patton with a kind of scary black bin liner. And the difficulty is when Mike Patton's lurking around with a black bin liner, you never know what's inside it.
Well, it had some good stuff in it before, but unfortunately I don't have anything in it now.
Yeah, that's a pity.
Nothing but a bottle of grappa. And that's for my friend Dan the Automator.
Yeah, Dan's turned up, which is really good news, because
He's
apparently
right there.
that means that a little bit further along, maybe in 10 minutes or so, we'll be able to have an exclusive preview of a brand new Patton piece of art.
Yes, indeed. Actually, it's Dan's piece of art. I'm just kind of guesting on it, but
Really?
it's nonetheless a pice of art.
You're just making a mess, aren't you?
It's pretty funny. I think it's good. I'm glad he showed up because it'll add a little spice to the show.
Yeah. Can I ask you a personal question?
Oh, here she goes. Here she goes. What's with these personal questions in you?
When did you start drinking?
Start drinking? Pretty late in my years.
Yeah.
Maybe 2019.
No, because as I recall it, you were pretty sober during your Faith No More years, weren't you?
Well, the first couple of years, yeah.
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 No.
And then, hey, it catches up, doesn't it?
No, the reason that I asked was that there was this extraordinary story in this week's issue of Kerrang! Magazine, pretty much blaming you for Chino Marino's recklessly drunken performance at Waldrock Festival in Holland.
I think I got a kick out of that story even more than he did. Put it this way, if he would have been drinking with me, he wouldn't have made it to the stage. I had 2 drinks with that clown, man. I don't know what happened to him. And he was well on his way before I got to him.
Really?
Believe you me.
Whatever.
Look.
No responsibility for this.
Well, no, I will take responsibility because you know what? It sounds like the most interesting Deftone show ever.
Easy.
To me, no, really.
3 minutes into the interview.
If I were going to see a Deftone show, and believe me, I've been kicking myself ever since. We left early that show. We played earlier in the day, and we left early, and because we had a long drive, and I really wish we would have stayed. Because that sounds like really about as, that sounds like the most interesting Deftone show I could think of.
Really? That's as good as it gets.
Falling down drunk, naked, whatever, cussing. Hey, that sounds like poetry to me.
Okay, let's play a tune off the new record. We have the director's cut in front of us. What would you like to hear?
How about Experiment in Terror? That's a good one.
Okay, that sounds good to me. We've only got one copy of this, so this is going to be a little bit ropey on the sort of production front this evening, because it means I'm going to have to kind of cue
Your
it up as we go
reputation
along.
is sliding.
I know, tell me about it. It's in the toilet. We can't even get the email working tonight, which is an absolute disaster, really, as far as the forward-thinking listeners of this programme.
The e-geeks, man. The hell with them. Come on.
Okay, here we go. This is Experiment in Terror. Fantômas, a track from the new album, The Director's Cut, Experiment in Terror, that's what it's called. And, well, if you are watching on the webcam this evening, you'll see that we have a full-blown kind of block party situation in the Radio 1 studios this evening. Mike's invited all his mates over.
Yeehaw.
Dan the Automate is right in front of us, and he's just handed me this really lovely test pressing of a new track that you've let Mike lurk about on this record, Dan.
Yeah, we have a new record coming out together. It's called Music to Make Love to Your Old Lady By. It's coming out in October on 75 Arc. It features 9 love duets and solo performances by Mike and this girl Jennifer Charles from Van Elysian Fields. It's going to be on 75 Arc in the fall, October, and it's kind of like a public service announcement for lovers. You know what I mean? We basically saw that there wasn't enough love out there, and people weren't having the correct tools to get busy. I mean, every generation you have Serge Gainsbourg,
This is the surge of 2001.
Exactly. Yeah. Fausto Papetti. You know what I'm saying? My man Maceo from De La Soul right here.
That's right.
And when he comes out and he wants to get busy, what record do you listen to?
What do you listen to, Mace?
Let me in. Come on and go with me. Come on over to my place.
And we also have my man Andy from Ugly Duckling right here. And what do you listen to when you want to get busy?
It's all Devo for me.
Devo's hot and everything, but we just thought it was time to bring the love back.
Yeah.
Teddy Pendergrass for me.
Teddy Pendergrass, Devo, the
Got a little bit of that vibe. Got a little bit of that.
We're going to try to package it with a 2-hour fireplace log burning going along with it. And basically that way You're all covered.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's horses for courses, really, Dan. But I mean, have we got Mike shrieking here, or is he crooning?
Oh boy.
You know, October. Find out. But we're gonna give you just a little taste, like one song from the record, just to kind of give you an idea how it is.
Just to whet your appetite.
Exactly. You can ask us about it after you hear it.
You'll
Okay.
see.
Let's Whoa, I don't know about you, but I can hear 1,000 knicker elastics twanging right across the UK. I can feel the sparks flying on those shag pile carpets all over the country.
Oh yeah, the logs are burning.
Oh yes.
What a piece of work. When's that going to be released, Dan?
It's going to be released in the middle of October. 75 Arc. You can probably learn more about it at www.75arc.com. It's basically we're modern day Serge Gainsbourg service tribute record, you know?
That's right.
Kind of like the new Love Unlimited
Bringing
Orchestra.
back the love.
Extraordinary. Does this have an actual sort of a project title, or is it a Dan Automator record?
No, it's not a Dan the Automated record. It's Nathaniel Merriweather Presents. It's like, you know, it's a record more as a public service, done more out of well, you know.
Yeah, it's like a collaboration. Yeah. It's like
Exactly.
basically, you know,
We have the
three
new
of us.
Love Band. I mean, basically, it's like Serge Gainsbourg.
Love Unlimited.
Yeah, Love Unlimited
2001.
Orchestra. Exactly.
For ill lovers only.
Yeah.
I am absolutely crushed by the fact that our email system is not working this evening. Of any night when we could really use it, you know, to get some sort of reaction to this piece of work, tonight would be the night. But we are endeavouring to do our best to fix it. I give you my solemn vow. We'll try and have it up and running by the end of the show. Yeah, God, where do you go from there? That's such a difficult question, isn't it? Oh, I think I want to go to bed now.
All right.
Well, Macio's available.
Now, I tell you what, Mike, what we're going to have to do
What's the deal?
is...
Tell me all about it.
Because I think the last time you were here, which was roughly a year ago, we spent so much time sort of resolving our own personal issues that I barely got a chance to ask you any questions from the listeners, and they were most irate about that. So
Oh boy, here we go.
I think what we'll probably
Time
do
for
is...
some psychology.
Yeah, we'll play another record, and then we'll get to some of those emails.
All right.
This is Twin Peaks from the director's cut. What do you like about this?
You know, it's a good tune. We ripped it off. That's about it.
There's two of them. It's Fantômas, and that's their interpretation of the theme from Twin Peaks, which you can find on the new album, The Director's Cut. And as promised, we shall now address some of your emails. There's one here from somebody called the Pink Mafia. Maybe there's several of them. Who can tell?
Pink Mafia.
Pink Mafia, who says, well, amongst other things, there are many questions here, but probably my favourite is, something's been bugging me for a long, long time. Has Buzz ever lost anything in his hair, like food or a small family of elephants, perhaps?
Well, you know, he's got this big kind of Jew-fro thing going on, and I'm like constantly trying to throw things in it to see if I can lose them. And I've thrown grapes. I've thrown like small washers and screws and things like that, you know. And he's pretty clever. He's pretty sensitive up there. He finds it all. Yeah, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm still trying.
There we go, Mr. Pink Mafia. And let me just see, what else have we got here? Oh, here's an odd one from somebody called Guthrie. I would be bulbous in oh so many ways, he says, and he hadn't even heard your new track at that point. If you would be kind enough to ask Mike Patton the following when he appears on the Radio 1 Rock Show. Mr. Patton, with all your many varied vocal contortions, how do you, A, keep your voice in shape, B, keep it at all? Any advice that you have on singing in such eclectic styles?
I think we should have Maceo answer.
Oh, I think Mace is coming on right now.
Mace.
Come on, what do you do for your voice, Mace? Vocal stylings.
What do you need to gargle, Mace?
Chances are.
You know that I gotta say though, is you roll with them on tour in Mace, it's all about hot pineapple juice.
Hot pineapple juice. Oh, God, I wouldn't go near that. Really?
Yeah, no, tell me about it. You know.
Hot pineapple juice actually restores the vocal cord.
Wow.
Yeah, it was something I learned from a tour bus driver who used to drive Garth Brooks.
And he had some ripped
Garth
vocal cords.
Brooks
You know it.
would drink hot pineapple juice, unsweetened pineapple juice, hot as he can stand it. and you drink a couple of cups of those, and your voice will be right
Interesting.
back.
I'll have to try that. See, so far,
at least for the night.
right?
But if you can't find that, then your next best thing is a shot of like 4 shots of Hennessy.
Yeah, we had your bottle of Hennessy when you didn't make it to the last show, and we were having Hennessy and Red Bull.
Nice.
Yeah, we were moving things along.
That's
a little
pretty
bit.
good. That's a good
But anyway,
combo.
you know.
See, what I would do is maybe more like, semen and.
You are disgusting.
Let's see, hot semen, and Red Bull. How about that? Energy, baby.
That's all. That's for you homo thugs out there.
If you were sitting here right now, you would see Mike Patton duck as he said hot semen to me. He was just waiting for something to come hurtling across the desk, but unfortunately...
Lots of hate in the room.
No. It's all love, actually, in this room. Actually, Andy, you got some vocal tips, too, right?
Oh, yeah? What do you got?
Yeah.
You gargle with semen, baby?
Shucky ducky quack quack.
See, Africa from the Jungle Brothers, he had me squeeze lemon in hot water. That was his vocal tip. And that seemed to work when I caught a bad one on the voice. What about you, Automator?
I get all my vocal tips from Terminator X. You get an ostrich burger or a fillet of ostrich, and you eat it 45 minutes before the show with a glass of club soda.
That's it.
Okay.
Excellent. So that's many varied tips.
So there we go, Guthrie. Yeah, be
I'm
careful
sure
how you approach that advice.
I'm sure that emailer is very, very satisfied and happy.
Here's an interesting one. Adriana from Argentina says, when are you planning to come to Argentina and play with Fantômas? Director's Cut is an magnificent show.
Well, that's very kind. I have no plans to go there, but...
Since when you were going by that name, Mike?
What? Artist.
Argentina?
It's true. People listen to this program all over the world.
I wrote that.
Totally genuine email. Oh, dear.
I wrote that in. Hey, you take the comment, you take the constructive criticism where you can get it. You know what I mean?
Argentina.
I paid for that one.
Argentina.
Argentina's good, man. Oh, man. That's some of the best beef I've ever eaten.
You get a good steak down in Argentina. Yeah.
No doubt. Seriously. I went to a steakhouse there, and literally, it was like a mall, with windows that you walk in, like an arcade with windows.
Right.
You walk in, and it's like there's beef and goat carcasses all opened up with diagrams pointing at different cuts of meat.
No, that's for real.
Oh, man, the menu's like this. Oh, dude.
But I gotta say, England, the food experiences has been getting much better and better.
It's better in England.
Yeah, like the last several years, food has been getting much better. But
you
we did have an exception the other day.
Oh, yeah. Lola's. That restaurant sucks. Lola's. It's in the Antique Mall in Islington, and it sucks.
359 Upper Street.
I'm sure it's a fabulous establishment. I retract that immediately. Let's move on to the next question. Dewey C and Richie Bit want to know, tell us some information about Tomahawk and Peeping Tom. When can we expect to see any material, or when are you going on tour in the UK, they say?
Tomahawk will be out in October. Touring in November in the States. I have no plans to tour here yet. It'll be next year, probably. Peeping Tom, I'm working on with this strange fella here, Dan, and we're starting to work on it when we get back, right?
Yeah, we've been
a couple weeks
loading up gallons and gallons of semen and what was the other
semen and Hennessy, and we're getting ready.
Very funny. Don't overplay your hand, boys.
And we're getting ready. So
come on, let's listen to another tune from this record. This is The Godfather, and I'm going to play because I like. That was Fantômas, and yet again another track from the new album, The Director's Cut, and that was their interpretation of The Godfather, which I feel is particularly magnificent.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, one rumour lurking about in the British press recently that we would like to...
Lies.
Yeah, we'd just like to kind of run it by you.
Please do.
You're about to play a romantic lead in a new Hollywood movie opposite Courtney Love, true or false?
What? I wish. Damn, romantic, huh?
Yeah. Now you've got the soundtrack and everything.
I don't wish.
No.
I'll do the music for that. I don't want to go near Courtney Love. No thanks.
Okay, next question.
Save that for Johnny Depp.
Married.
The other thing that we needed to ask you about, we had a whole slew of emails that appear to have escaped me actually, but about the project that we were working on with 3D from Massive Attack. What's going on with that? Is that
It's all
got
talk.
legs?
It's all talk.
It's all talk.
It's got a stump. It doesn't have a leg. It's got one stump, and it's growing. It's growing by the minute.
Yeah, they're going to be here tomorrow, actually.
Are they gonna be here tomorrow?
Yeah, they're coming down.
Oh,
I was
there
with
you have
Keith
it.
last week in Bristol. We were doing a show
Yeah.
in Bristol. I was trying to get some Harvey's Bristol cream.
So do you think there's any prospects of developing the stump if they show up?
Oh,
tomorrow?
sure. Well,
Yeah.
not tomorrow because I'm going to be gone. But I mean, it's sort of a mail order project to begin with. I kind of picked people sort of on different continents and figured we'd do it all through the mail. And it's very slow burning, so you know what I mean. I'm not worried about it. It's gonna happen sometime next year, and it should be good. I think we might do it with Liam from The Prodigy.
Oh,
Is what it's
that'd be
looking like.
nice.
So the three of us. And
Yeah.
That's what it's looking like right now. So
and
we'll see.
some really shit-hot, dead-fast carrier pigeons to scoot this stuff around the globe then.
It's called email.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, well, don't talk to me about that this evening
That's
because
it.
it's a disaster as far as I'm concerned.
tech place is this anyway?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well,
Radio
you know-
1, BBC, huh? Government funded, and you can't even get an email, huh?
To be honest, if
What is
this
up with
institution
that?
had its way, they would give the Radio 1 Rock Show the BBC ball of string and say, here you go, make a programme out of this. But, you know, let's not get into the politics of the situation. It's just very sad that we can't get any response from our wonderful listeners this evening because I'm sure they have plenty to say.
Don't they have
on
telephones? What's
many
the
topics.
deal?
Well, they're going to phone us in a minute, actually, because we're about to set a competition any second. But
Aye, aye, aye.
first of all,
What are we giving away?
we're giving away some Slipknot records.
Oh, man.
Slipknot.
That's terrible. What a terrible gift. No one's going to call.
Of course they're going to call. Of course they're going to call. They're
We
rare.
need to
and-
give away a Dan the Automator record.
Yeah, we could do that as well. We could do
Give a
that
De
as
La
well.
Soul record away.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could make a whole package up.
Record.
Yeah, there you go.
Look, these are
Little package.
extremely collectible, desirable CD samplers of the single, which you're not going to be able to buy in the shop. They're very nice. Nice
Of
bit of
what
artwork.
single?
The new track. I'll play it for you in just a second.
No, you really don't have to.
You know we're going to hate it.
Yeah, well, that's your prerogative. I don't care. It's my show. I'll play what I want.
Okay, I see how it is.
Okay. Tomorrow you're playing in Newport at TJ's. That doesn't actually constitute an extensive British tour, does it? You did one gig tonight.
No,
at the
you know.
Astoria.
Well, look, I just wanted to do one London gig, and someone talked me into doing a gig in Wales. I'll be brutally honest with you.
Maybe Prince Charles will show up.
Why?
I don't know.
He might do now. He's just heard your new record, Dan. You never know. But
I figured one other show would be, enough. I could say that, I tried and blah, blah, blah. I didn't have enough time to do a real extensive one, and to tell you the truth, there weren't a lot of good offers. So, hey, what are you going to do?
But you had a cracking time at the Astoria, didn't you, tonight? Or the
It was awesome.
the
It was
Mean
great.
Fiddler, sorry.
Mean Fiddler, it was awesome. Sold out, boom, great,
yeah.
really good vibe, insane crowd, excellent, very happy. Thank you very much.
Tightly
But-
packed and sweaty.
Yeah, but, I mean, go to Manchester and draw 200 people for no money? Who needs it? If the vibe gets better, we'll do it. And if not, I'll just keep sticking to my London shows. But we're going to play Wales, and we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be okay. It'll be interesting, and we will be in rare form, and I promise that.
Well, I tell you what, let's have a bit of a straw poll. If you do want to see Fantômas play in the provinces and you're really keen to come, email us. I'm sure it'll be working by tomorrow. mary.dossian.hubs@bbc.co.uk, and we'll see where the kind of groundswell fan base areas are for Fantômas in the UK. And
We'll see. I mean, literally, I would go, but we haven't really gotten any response. So,
Yeah. Well, me and Emma could draw a little map, you see, and just stick some pins in it and say, here's your
I
audience
see.
here and here and here and
okay,
here.
do a little demographic for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Pie chart, you got it. Whatever you need,
All right.
But, so when are you back? In any way, shape or form?
No plans. Nothing yet.
No
But I would
plans.
imagine the next time I'm back would be with this other group, Tomahawk, and that would probably be, let me think, sometime early next year.
Okay.
That's a rough guess. Or we could do some love festivals.
You could do
Me
that.
and Dan, this project, that we just played.
Yeah.
The Love Festival.
We could do some love festivals.
You could just have a travelling sauna, couldn't you, really? Stick it on the back of a truck.
Yeah, right. That's it.
And just invite everybody in. It'd be lovely, you know.
Pretty good. Sauna parties.
Bring a towel. That's all you
Fine
need,
by
really.
me. Fine by me.
Well, that's really conservative.
It's healthy.
for you.
Okie doke.
You lose weight and hear good music at the same time.
Right, well, I don't care what you think. I'm playing the Slipknot record
Oh,
next.
boy. Here we go.
Thank you so much for being with
Here
us,
we go.
all of you. It's been a joy, as ever.